this thing on? Hello, hello, testing one, two, three. Hi, this is Jason Robinson, Illustration by Design. It is early in the morning, at least where I am. It's about, what was it, 12:15? So this is actually an Insomniac stream, but I sort of want to describe what I was doing. Anyway, so I'm going to be inking this drawing of Catwoman that I started Thursday on my Thursday live stream. And it's actually based on a photograph of Eartha Kitt, who played one of the Catwomen from the Adam West TV series back in the 1960s. So I found an old picture of her from like 1955 of her dancing, because she was a famous dancer before she became Catwoman. So I thought it looked really cool, very dynamic. So I did this sketch of her here, and or rather, sketch of Catwoman. It's not actually Eartha Kitt, but I decided to use the pose for Catwoman. And so I came up with this during Thursday's live stream. And then after that, I went back, light boxed it onto Bristol board, tightened it up, made some small changes with the lighting to make it more accurate. And yeah, now I'm making it. So I've already done the head, just because I knew if I tried to ink the head during a live stream, I would screw it up because of Murphy's Law, which never fails me. So I just wanted to get the head out of the way, and then now I'm gonna work on the rest of the body. And there's, you know, minimal background behind her. So I'm not gonna finish this today. It'll probably take me at least a few hours to do it. And I'm probably not going to be live streaming for a few hours because I have to get up in the morning. But I'm going to get some of it done. So if you would like to join me, hang out, ask any questions you have, feel free. I'll be here. And then, you know, after I'm done, I will put this up for sale to whoever is interested in it. So just so you know, that's the skinny. Oh, also the original sketch is also for sale for $75. So if anyone wants the original sketch, 9x12, let me know. My social media links are in the description below. And also you can watch the live stream where I drew that sketch. The link to that is also in the description below. So please, if you are interested, let me know. What else? Oh yeah, hit the like button. Give the live stream a thumbs up if you would. I'd appreciate it. And also be sure to hit the like button. I just said that. Brain's dying because it's late. Subscribe to the channel if you would, and hit the notification bell for future videos. And I think that is it. Also, for every 10 people who watch my live streams concurrently at the same time, I will give away a free piece of art. Yeah, so you can get some of my. Oops, falling all over the place. Everything's falling. You can get some of my art for free. So share the stream out. We get 10 people or more in here, I'll give away a free piece of art to one of the random viewers. Okay? So I think that is now it. Other than me stopping, not dropping things anymore, and getting to the actual drawing part. So hold on one second. I have to get probably my, let's see, my cell phone. Yeah, I'll get my tablet. My tablet has more power, actually. And see if anybody's here and if they have any questions. See YouTube. Make sure the volume's down. Let me turn that down. Save some energy. Turn that on. Turn that on. Turn that on. Oh, someone is here. Okay, cool. I Love Potatoes a Lot is here. Welcome. I Love Potatoes a Lot. I don't know if ever seen you here before, but you have a long list of things. It says, my goat, my W drawer is back. Drawer is back. Let's go. Yes. Yes, bro. It looks so good. You're so talented, man. Looks insane. 3 people. We're famous. Jinx it. I jinxed it. And then music. I was here a few streams ago. Okay, cool. Well, welcome back. I'm glad you came back. I'm glad I didn't scare you off. So, it's great seeing you here. Hopefully, I will not jinx this artwork by messing it up. So stay tuned. We'll find out. We'll find out together. Actually, when I first started the stream, I saw 3 people here. I said the stream will start shortly. As soon as I typed that in, they all left. And I was like, I jinxed it. But hopefully they'll come back. Oh, 4 people are here. Great. I love Potatoes Alive says, it looks so good, man. Thank you. I'm trying not to make it look bad. So, but again, we'll see if I can keep that streak going. Just have to find. I have my pens, but yeah, I'll figure it out as we go along. Let me get my chair. So I can sit down. Now, is this running? Nope, let's go. That's good. Play. Okay, yeah, it is running. Okay, cool. So I can see the screen. I can sort of see what you guys see. Hopefully you guys can see this clearly. And I will start drawing. That is not the right pen. I think what I should start on first. I'll start on her neck. Also, I need some paper so I don't smear all the art. P-Money's here! P-Money! How you doing, P-Money? Good seeing you. Hey, just got home from work, got a chance to say hi. I'm glad you did. It's always good to see P-Money. P-Money is the best Canadian I know. Actually, Ruth, his wife, is the best Canadian I know. P-Money comes a close second to his wife. What about my 2 children? Well, your 2 children are 3rd and 4th behind. Well, actually, no. It's Ruth, then your kids, then you. So you're 4th. You're 4th. You're the 4th best Canadian I know, P-Money. After your wife and kids. You didn't even get the bronze medal. Yeah, I know. Oh well. At least it's still in your family. So the gold, silver, and bronze are still in your family. So you still have bragging rights. you can say that you bred the silver and gold medal, silver and bronze medal winners of the top Canadians that Jason Robinson knows. So you still have a, you should still have a great source of pride. Yes, you were smart enough to marry the gold medal Canadian. Mooch off of her. Yes, seriously. Now at least get some of the guys buying you beers at the local pub. It's like, hey, that's Ruth's husband. Hey, man, let me buy you a beer. It's like, yeah, thank you, boys, thank you. Yes, yes, best decision I ever made in my life. Yes, sir. Ruth says hi. She got surprised today because a guy with the username Jiminy Cricket followed her on TikTok. On TikTok? It wasn't me. I'm not on TikTok. Tell Ruth to accept no substitutes. That was not me. She got some stranger stealing my moniker. The nerve, the noive of someone else on the internet stealing my moniker. They shall hear from my lawyers. You shall hear from my... What's that fancy word for lawyer? My, what do they call them in England? They call them, I can't remember. I'll have to watch some more of those British lawyer shows. My advocate. Yes, you shall hear from my advocate. Well, didn't you steal it from Disney? No, I spell mine different. Mine's an original. She's like, is it him? But then she saw his real name was Jimmy. Yeah, that wasn't me. Oh. Ruth says Disney will always find an excuse to sue even with a misspelled name. Yes, Disney is not... Disney stopped being family friendly and nice. Probably the second old Walt passed on to the next life. Disney is not a nice company. and they prove it more and more each year. I remember back in the 80s, they used to sue like what they called nursery schools all over the country. Small nursery schools, big nursery schools, they didn't care. If they found out any nursery school had like hand painted or, whatever, posters of any of their characters, like if like one of the teachers had painted like Mickey Mouse on one of the walls to kids like looking at cartoon characters, so they paint Disney characters on the walls. If they found out, they would get their multi-million-dollar lawyers and sue the pants off of these little rinky-dink nursery schools. They probably bankrupted some of them because they had to defend themselves in court. It's ridiculous. I mean, Disney just, they did, they have earned every bit of dislike that they've gotten over the years. It is not a good company. I just got a YouTube TV recently in the last couple months, and YouTube TV ended up taking Disney and all of its affiliated channels from ABC to ESPN, FX, and all those stations. It just stopped. It took all of them off of YouTube TV because Disney wanted to force people they wanted to force people to sign on to their new ESPN app, and so they jacked up all the prices. And YouTube TV knew that they couldn't afford to pass that on to their consumers, and so they refused to continue carrying Disney. And so for about a month, maybe, they just didn't have Disney, and they finally came to an agreement. But Disney's kind of sleazy. Not kind of, it is sleazy. There's no doubt Disney is a sleazy company, and they no longer care about whether or not the material they provide for children is family friendly. It's just whatever they want. It is not good. It is not good. Oh wow, 6 people are watching. Thank you. I appreciate it. Please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you have not done so already, because I will be doing more drawings in the future, and I hope that you all will join me as I do so. How's the weather there? Hot. It is. What was it today? Actually, I can check right now on my trusty tablet. Well, right now it's pretty nice. It's 68 degrees right now, but during the day it was in the 80s, I believe. It was in the 80s. Yeah, well, yeah, it was 82 today. Scheduled to be 82 again on Sunday. 80 degrees on Monday. 81 on Tuesday. Ooh, it gets really cold on Friday. It gets down to 74. So, yes, it is. It is quite. It's quite warm in sunny Florida, which is good and bad. I mean, I mean, there are far worse places to live than South Florida, but it gets very monotonous after a while. When you have summer all year round. I like summer, it's fine, but my favorite season's probably fall because it gets cooler. I mean, ideally, you know, for me, it would be 70 degrees or lower all year round. And usually you only get that during the fall, and we rarely get that in South Florida. Yeah, there are times when it gets down into the, into the 40s once in a blue moon. I mean, the coldest has been here. I mean, it has gotten cold, but I mean, it's just few and far between. So. P-Money says, we had our first snow here a couple days ago. Oh, that's great. Fantastic. Yeah, my mom had snow in New York where she lives. When was this? It was about 2 weeks ago they had snow. I was jealous. I was like, oh man. But, oh well. Them's the breaks. Them's the breaks. I try to go up to New York every October because that's sort of the sweet spot where it's not super cold, but it's also not summer. So they usually have ideal weather for me. This time when I went up, it was between 49 and 70, which I loved. I thought it was great. It's like, yes, perfect. If only I could bring it down in my suitcase back to Florida. I think there was one day so far this year where they had like pretty cold weather. It got down to down to the high 40s. It lasted for a day. The next day it was back up to high 60s, and then it just continued going up until it was back in the 80s again. So it's kind of, weather's weird. Let's take it as it comes. P-Mike says, oh no, 74. I feel so bad. It's going to be 3 degrees Fahrenheit on Tuesday here. Yeah. I mean, I like my weather in moderation. I like moderate weather. Not too hot, not too cold. 70, between 45 and 70. No, 45 and 75. It's just right for me. That's perfect weather. So if it gets colder than that, I'm still fine with it. I like cold weather, but I don't like it like for months on end. Alpha Proto's here. Hey, he actually made a live stream. Glad to hear it. Alpha Proto says, whoa, I made it in time for the ink. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna finish all the inks, but I'm gonna try to get a fair amount done. And I always kind of waver. It's like, I just want to ink it and get it done. And then I think it's like, well, I should live stream it. And then I think, but if I live stream it, then I'm going to screw up. So it's better if I just do it where no one can see me screw up. And then I think, but if I don't live stream it, I won't have any content. And then people will stop watching my channel. And I think it's like, yeah, I guess. And then I live stream. And that process usually takes several hours. So it's like, yeah. That's the way my brain works. P-Mike says, I would say if I were to live in Florida and I could pick the city, I would pick your city in a heartbeat. It's been my favorite whenever I visited Florida. Where do you think I live? I don't live in Orlando. But yeah, my town is very nice. It's very convenient because it's like halfway between. Somebody says, "Oh, I hate Orlando. I hate Orlando." It's halfway between like West Palm Beach and Fort Lauderdale, so it's probably half an hour each way. So it's very convenient, and it makes going to the airport pretty convenient, which is good. I don't have to drive 5 hours to get to the airport. I always wanted to visit Universal Studios in Orlando. It's where Nickelodeon Studios were. I wanted to go there, says Alpha Proto. Yeah, I've been to Universal a few times. It's nice. I haven't been there in a while. I grew up in Florida, so when you grow up here, you either end up getting addicted to theme parks or just getting sick of them. I'm not sick of them, but I have no real need or desire to go to them. Really, I've been to them enough times. It's not like I've been to them a lot. I mean, I've been in Florida for decades, so I've been to Disney World at least at least 10 times, which may not sound like a lot, but I mean, it's a lot. I mean, I think it's a lot. But some people may say, only 10 times. I go 10 times every year. It's like, well, have fun. It's so the theme parks are so expensive. I think Disney just jacked up the prices again, and I'm just like, no. I mean, they have the rides are still basically the same, and the lines are crazy. It's to me, it's not worth it. I mean, if I've been to a theme park, say 5 times, there's no reason for me to go back. It's nothing. I've seen everything. Why would I pay $125 each time just to see the same things I've seen numerous times before? I mean, I'm not rich, so I still have to pay the light bill. So Disney can wait. Although when I do go to Disney, I tend to go to the free. There's a part of Disney that's free. I think it used to be called Downtown Disney. Now it's called something else. But it's an entire section of Disney. It doesn't have rides I don't think it doesn't really have rides, but it has restaurants. It has like outdoor things, performances. It's really cool. And they used to have Cirque du Soleil there. I don't know if that's still there. They may have changed it to something else over the years. But I love that place, Downtown Disney. I can't remember what they call it now. P. Mike says, I knew you were near Palm Beach. Yeah, I'm about half an hour from Palm Beach. Alpha Pro says, I wanted to go to watch the live shows. Yeah, live shows are cool. Double Dare and stuff, says Alpha Proto. I was never a big Nickelodeon fan, so I'd never really watched the shows. I mean, I assume it involves slime, because I think most of the Nickelodeon shows involve slime. But yeah, I mean, it's a cool place. I mean, if I were to go somewhere, I would probably go to Universal over Disney. I will say that. I've been to Universal maybe 3 times, I think, and so there are a lot of things there that I have not seen. And the last time I've been to either of the parks I can't even remember. At least a decade ago, I would say. It's been a while. Seven people are watching. Only 3 more before I can give away some free art. So if you guys would send out the link and share it with other people and get 3 or more people in here, I will give one of you some free art. And that sort of thing interests you. If not, don't worry about it. But you would be doing me a big favor by helping me get rid of some of the art that's cluttering up my home, taking up space. My art does not pay me rent, so it just sits around eating my food and watching my cable, or my YouTube TV rather now. So yeah, help me out. Help me get rid of it. Help me get rid of some of this freeloading art that's cluttering up my place. P-Mike says, I would never live in a city like Miami, and the Keys make me nervous for hurricanes. I've been to the Keys once, and thankfully I left 2 days before a hurricane hit. Yes. Have you spanked your art for not paying the rent? Only Catwoman. I've only spanked her. So I tried spanking a Hulk, but he threatened to break my hand, so I stopped. Yeah, you don't. Surprisingly, you don't have to worry about Well, see, I'm going to jinx it. You don't have to worry so much about hurricanes living in South Florida because we haven't had a hurricane hit South Florida, I want to say in a decade. It's been quite a while. Because what tends to happen is that the hurricane will come towards the east coast of Florida, and I don't know if it's the Gulf winds or the Gulf Stream or just God giving us a break, but the hurricanes will tend to either one veer north before it hits the east coast of Florida, and then go towards Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, or it will veer south towards the Keys, which I agree with you, I would not want to live there because of hurricanes. Hurricanes will veer south towards the Keys and then go up the Gulf of America, former Gulf of Mexico. They'll go down towards the Keys and then up into the Gulf of America, and then just ravage the west coast of Florida and all the Gulf states. So to my mind, living on the east coast of Florida is probably the safest place you can be, especially the southern part, like between, Palm Beach and Miami. To me, that's the safest place you can be because hurricanes don't really hit here. I mean, they obviously could, but they tend not to. But again, I probably jinxed it. Yes, exactly, P-Money. Tomorrow on the news, hurricane hits due to comic artists jinxing it. Yeah, and they'll be playing these words from this live stream back, ad infinitum on the news, and everybody will be cursing me in South Florida. It's like, dag nabbit, if only Jason would kept his stupid mouth shut. Shut up and draw. Quit jinxing it for the rest of us. It's true. It's true. I ruined it for everybody. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Jason. Jerk.
Something else happens. Let me show you. You see, instead of sounding like this.
As you can probably tell, the key to me not messing up inking is one, have a super tight penciling to trace from, and also going as slow as molasses in January. I would like to ink faster, but I would definitely screw it up. So my apologies. My apologies. Granish Crosby's here. How you doing, Granish? Good seeing you. He said they also have very good building safety codes. Some of the best prefab housing parts come from Florida. Yeah, they're very. Yeah, we don't like having buildings collapse on our heads, so we have pretty stringent rules for building structures. Like the place where I live is like a rock. It's very well insulated. Like when it's cold outside, it could be like 35 degrees outside, and it'll feel like 65. Sorry, 35 outside, and it'll feel like 65, 70 inside. It traps heat really well, and when it's boiling hot outside, it could be 100 degrees outside. It'll still be hot, but it'll be, and this is without air conditioning, it'll be at least 10 degrees cooler inside. So, because this past summer, our air conditioner finally died, and we didn't have air conditioning for 2 weeks. Which was not fun. I don't recommend not having air conditioning in South Florida for an extended period of time. But that was air conditioning is so vital in South Florida that there was a backlog, and we had to wait 2 weeks before the air conditioner place could come out and install the new unit. So for those 2 weeks, we were surviving on our dehumidifier, which saved our lives probably, or at least saved my sanity, kept me from going insane. If you live in a very humid place like Florida, get a dehumidifier. I didn't have one until a year ago. A friend of mine convinced me to get one, and I did, and it's the best purchase I made in years. It costs like $250, but that thing, I had no idea how much moisture there was in the air. It like sucks up. I mean, it's like how much does it hold before you have to empty? I think it holds like a gallon of water. And the first 5 days I had it, I was emptying that thing out like 3 times a day, literally. It was crazy. There was that much moisture in the air. So, and I had no idea. I had an idea, but having to dump out 3 gallons of water every day, it really sort of really clarifies it for you, just how moist the air is. And I collect comic books and books in general, and moisture is like the kryptonite for books. So I was like, man, it took me this long to get a dehumidifier or realize that I should do that. So but yeah, when we didn't have an air conditioner for 2 weeks, it was kind of miserable. So did an apartment collapse a few years ago in Florida? Yes, it did. In Miami, I believe. It was what happened? Some structural failure. That rarely happens. I mean, I think everybody was shocked when that happened, because we do have such a sort of stringent building codes here. So yeah, that was very unusual. Afro says, I've never heard. Hey, P-Mi's leaving. Oh no. Hey, P-Mi, take care. Good seeing you. Jeff Potts heard the word moist and he popped his head out like what was that? Who was that guy from from Dobie Gillis? Maynard G. Krebs. Is that his name? Maynard G. Krebs, I think. The guy that based Shaggy on from Scooby-Doo. Jeff Potts heard moist. He's like, oh, you rang? Anyway. Elfro says, I never heard of a dehumidifier. Yes. It's to pull the moisture out of the air, which again is sorely needed in humid locations like South Florida. And I've lived in South Florida, since I was 8. So, and we never used one. I never even thought about using it. I mean, I had heard of dehumidifiers before, but I never, it's just a word you hear. I never thought about buying one. But my friend who lives in California, his apartment had mold, really bad mold, and he got really sick, and it made him so sick that when I talked to him, he was like adamant. He said, you need to get a dehumidifier living in South Florida. And he kind of scared me from, telling me all the things that happened to his apartment. Like he said, all of his books, and again, he's like me, he collects books, because he was also an artist. He actually worked for Disney as a storyboard artist. But he said all of his books ended up getting mold in them, like black mold. And he had to throw away half of his books because they were all just completely, sort of infested with mold. And I was like, ugh. And I thought, it's like, I don't want that happening to my books. So I got a dehumidifier, and I swear within 3 days I was like, this is the smartest thing I ever did. No, that's not, no, sorry, not the smartest thing I ever did, but it's the smartest purchase I've made in a long time. So I was very grateful to him. Yeah, I'm getting your lungs, Alpha Photo. Alpha Pro says the humidity is why I don't like visiting Houston. You go outside and start sweating instantly. I don't mind being hot, but hot and wet is gross. I also don't like having to dry off after going outside. Well, yeah, then South Florida is not the place for you. South Florida is a place where you go outside in the morning most days during the year. It's like entering a steam bath. You open the front door. As soon as you walk outside, your glasses steam up. That's what being in South Florida is like. It's like hitting a wall of steam as soon as you open the door. It's crazy. And I've never gotten used to it. I've gotten used to it in the sense that I've come to expect it. It's not a shock to me anymore, but it's still just, ugh. It's not something I've ever grown to like or enjoy or yeah, it's just like, ugh. It's just a miserable sort of feeling. It is quite literally like living in a swamp, because that's basically what South Florida is. It's like one big swamp that we've built over over the course of a couple hundred years. I have to warn the Lesters. I think the Lesters know. they've lived here long enough. I mean, they may have spent, I don't know if they moved here from somewhere else, but I mean, if you live in South Florida, if you live in Florida for more than, a few months, you know. But that said, there's a lot to like about living in Florida. I mean, it's the weather is nice most of the time. If it rains for, maybe 15 minutes and then it's sunny again. It's not like Seattle or the Northwest where, it'll rain for days on end. It might do that sometimes, but that's extremely rare. So, you can do things all year round outside if you're into that sort of thing. Water sports, land sports. It's a cool place. Figuratively. Alpha Proto says maybe Mike S. Miller should move there. He won't leave California because he likes the weather. Maybe he will like the weather in Florida. I keep telling him to move out of California. I mean, it's quite different from California in the sense that California, where Mike lives, is not nearly as humid as Florida is. So I mean, I'm sure that is one of the things that is preventing him. Also, his family lives in California. So, I mean, that's always a big thing. So, but I think it would be wise for him to stop giving all this money to a state that is geared towards taking every last dime it can from its residents. I mean, Florida, there's no income tax in Florida, which is great. And the governor now is talking about eliminating property taxes for Florida residents, which would be awesome. But I'm not going to hold my breath on that. I don't know. That could just be politician talk. But, who knows? Maybe it could be done. Spanish Crosby says, I refuse to tip people who live in California. I believe they're wasting my money. Amy Lester's here. How you doing? Good seeing you. You believe they're wasting your... I'm not sure I understand. You refuse to tip people who live in California. You believe they're wasting your money. Elaborate. I'm trying to figure out what you mean. I'm sure you have a reason. I'm sure there's a logic behind what you're saying, but I just don't understand it right now. Because people you'd be tipping would be like waiters, waitresses, and like people who cut your hair, I guess. How would they be wasting your money? The cost of living is so high, yet they choose to live there. Right, they choose to live there. But how is tipping them wasting your money? Our Proto says, since the top income makers pay most taxes, why should I even pay taxes? Why is it that I have to file my taxes? They know how much money I make anyway. That's how they know when, when I'm evading them. That is true.
What you're going to hear about today is nothing short of a miracle. It's dramatically new, made possible only through years of research, invention, and innovation.
What time is it? It's 1 o'clock. Okay. Like I said, I can't, unfortunately, I won't be able to finish this tonight. But I'm going to try to do as much as I can before I sign off. So I'll try to ink a little faster. Without screwing it up. That's the goal. Fast as possible without screwing it up. Apropos is trying to warn Amy about the dangers of being too humid in Florida. I told him my scary stories about how much how much fluid my dehumidifier has taken out of the air in my condo. Branch Crosby says, I meant tipping online. $10 to me is like $2 to them. Tipping online? Why would you tip online? That's another question. I don't think I've ever tipped online. Amy says, cash under table only? No tax on tips. Does that mean I get all my super chats? I don't know. Amy Lexter says, she looks beautiful. Oh, thank you. Good. Hopefully, again, I don't mess her up. Ink fast and make a mistake is usually reverse inking. Ink fast and making a mistake is usually reverse inking. I'm gonna have to figure that out. I'm sorry, my head hit the... Alpha Pro just made a comment that was considered so risque by YouTube that it hit it. Now Amy can see it. I will let her decide whether she wants to show it or hide it. So but yeah, dehumidifier. I was telling them, I don't know if I ever told you, but a friend of mine who lives in California, he got really sick because his apartment had a lot of mold in it. And he ended up getting a dehumidifier to, make sure that it wasn't super humid. And he was telling me the story. Rose says, what did I say? I'm just concerned. Um, my friend got so sick from the mold that formed from the humidity in his apartment that he ended up having to get rid of most of his books and half of his clothing because they grew mold. And he scared me so much from telling me this over the phone that I got a dehumidifier a year ago. And when I first, he told me to get a, what is it called? It's like a little measuring thing for measuring humidity. Hold on one second. I'll get it. Please hold. Whoa. Whoa. Drawing fell off my drawing board. Hold on. I'll be right back. Yeah, so it's one of these things. It's like a little measuring device. It measures your humidity. Right now it's 59%. It's still comfortable though. It's between 55 and 59%, and measures the temperature. Right now it's 77 degrees in here, and but also measures the high and the low. When I first got my dehumidifier and I hooked it up, the humidity was 82 degrees inside my apartment. 82 degrees, which is huge. It's extremely high. And then once I turned it on, the humidity dropped down to 38% humidity, which was almost 180 degrees difference. It went from extremely moist to very, to pretty dry. Now it hovers between 47 and 59%. So it's very comfortable right now. But I got this first from Amazon for like $8 to $10. And then once I saw how high the humidity was, at that point I was like, we need to get a dehumidifier because it was so high. That's crazy high. And then the first 3 days, I was emptying that thing. It holds a gallon of water before it has to be changed, emptied out. First 3 days, I was emptying out the dehumidifier from all the water it was collecting from the air 3 times a day. So about 3 gallons a day, it was collecting from the air of water. And, now I empty it out, maybe once every couple of days. So it's much better now. And again, I didn't realize how much humidity there was in the air until I bought one of these things. It's called I think it's called a hygrometer. I think. Hygrometer? That might be it. I'm not sure. Anywho, I was telling them if you live in Florida, I think it's a very good idea to get a dehumidifier. The only downside is that they're kind of expensive. At least the industrial size ones. If you live in a place that's like an apartment or something. I have one in my office here. It's much smaller. I think it costs $40, and it fills up, in about. It'll fill up in about 5 days, and then I have to empty it. So, but this room is much smaller than my apartment. So, keep hitting the camera. Drawing's getting froggy. Drawing's getting froggy, says Alpha Proto. I don't know. Oh! You mean it jumped off the drawing table? Yes. Thank you. Eric Hawkins knows what it was called, a hygrometer. Yes. Thank you, Eric Hawkins. Eric Hawkins was very helpful when it came to me getting a new air conditioner as well. He hooked me up with one of his air conditioning friends, and I talked to him on the phone. So thank you very much, Eric Hawkins. What else? I hear drier air is easier to cool. Yes, I heard that as well. So that was another benefit of getting the dehumidifier. I mean, air conditioner, I guess, can dry out air as it's working, but it's not really built for that. So getting a separate dehumidifier apparently is better, to let that do the work of pulling the moisture out of the air, and that way the air conditioner does, ends up working less hard, and it will increase the longevity of the air conditioner. So, which you want, because those things are expensive. Melissa's here, Melissa Lester. Actually, why is Melissa Lester, why is she not a moderator? Why does Amy have all the power? There you go. Now the two sisters are equals. Now Melissa no longer has to fear Amy timing her out. 9 people are here. We only need one more person watching in order for me to give away some free art. So nobody leave. And call all your friends in. Call all your buddies in. That way, again, I can get rid of some of this art that's cluttering up my home. Yes, yes, I choose you, Pikachu. The blue wrench has been bestowed upon Melissa Lester. Hopefully she will wield the power as wisely as her sister has. Let's see. Amy says, wrenches should not be thrown like Pokeballs. Yeah, I guess throwing wrenches would be more painful once you're hit by them than a Pokeball. Huh. Never thought about that. Actually, we'll do this first. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. That is true, Granish. That's also true. You can dodge a Pokeball too. Yeah, I was too old to really get into Pokemon, so I was always more into. I mean, I like the I kind of like the cartoons, but yeah, I was I mean, I see I see adults. I mean, I know a girl from where I used to work, and she was like really into Pokemon. I mean, and she was an adult. She was in her 30s, and but I could tell that she grew up with Pokemon in the 90s. I guess late 80s, early 90s, whatever. Because the people who are the adults who are the most like sort of Pokemon crazy are the ones who got addicted to it. Is like, 5, 6, and 7 year olds, 8 year olds, and they never it they never got out of it. It's just like the hooks were in the Pokemon claws were in them, and she would like download. I guess it was like an app, like a Pokemon app, where you could like see the Pokemon through your camera, and it would put like Pokemon on your phone, So and it's like she'd walk around parts of the city looking for Pokemon, and I'm just like, I couldn't, I understood it in a sense, but I don't know, it was too silly for me. I couldn't, I could never get into that sort of thing, you know. It's like I like Transformers, I like superheroes, but it's like I would never walk around in public looking in my phone looking for sort of AI creative superheroes to to do whatever, as an adult. It's just kind of weird. Yeah, Pokemon Go, that's what it's called. Yeah, it's a little odd. Alpha Pro says, I watched the anime up until Johto and played Red. There was not enough anime. I watched whatever came on TV. Oh, you mean JoJo? I don't know what Johto is. I assume you meant JoJo. No, I mean, there was always anime on TV. It's just that, I mean, when I was growing up, it was Speed Racer and Battle of the Planets. What's the actual name? Gatchaman. And then we had Robotech, Macross, and then Transformers. I mean, there was definitely anime, and then Dragon Ball Z. But yeah, the 90s were when anime really became sort of mainstream. They started making like toys and commercials every 5 seconds. And of course, you had Power Rangers, and it wasn't anime, but it was another sort of major Japanese cultural thing that swept the USA. So yeah, it became real popular. Alpha Pro says no, the Johto League of Pokemon. I've never heard of that. I've never heard of it. Augmented reality. Yes, says Amy Lester. Hasn't really found a good hook in mechanics. But the Pokemon Go thing was very successful. Yeah, I think it's just a matter of time, maybe, or I don't know, because virtual reality is fairly popular. And I don't. I mean, is there? I mean, it's kind of the same thing, isn't it? It's just that it's just virtual reality, through your phone instead of wearing a headset, or maybe it's just a form of virtual reality. I don't know, but it was a way to get people to walk. I guess so. It worked. A lot of people walking around trying to catch Pokemon. I was like, okay. You do you. Um, Amy Lester says Pokemon Go was by far the most successful financially. Hmm. Now, how did it work? Did you have to pay money to play? Or, I mean, I guess you pay, I mean, it must make money somehow. So, I guess, I don't know. Alpha Pro says billion-dollar idea, augmented reality live action RPG. People meet at locations and fight big monsters through their phone. Take that and get rich, everyone. Hmm. Branch Crosby says microtransactions. I think you can be stuff to help. Oh, you could buy stuff to help speed things up and make it easier, like better Pokeballs. Okay, got it. Yeah. I understand. You suck them in, and then you nickel and dime them to make the gameplay easier for them. It's smart. Smart. I mean, it's the same thing that whatchamacallit does. Fortnite. There's plenty of things to buy on Fortnite, whether it's skins or whatnot. But yeah, I mean, I play games just to have fun. I've never bought anything, for a game. I'm like, if I have to buy skins in order to look cool, then I'll just run around not looking cool. It's like, to me, it's just like, I'm playing a game. It's like, I don't care what it look like. Amy Lester says virtual reality makes a world separate from the actual world to interact with like a natural world. Augmented reality as a game mechanic to interact with virtually inside a feed of the natural world. Okay, gotcha. Amy says, I do like the idea of adding a mechanic to exercise, maybe like a step counter that generates rewards. Ah, that's a good idea. Challenges in a short form game, so you can use the game without going outside. Huh. Yeah, it's a good idea. You use it while you're on your, what's it called, a stepper? Or a treadmill. Treadmill. The step counter is called a pedometer. Yes, yes. Not that walking outside is bad, but if it's Florida in August, it isn't great either. Yeah. I try to. I'm trying to walk more, but I've just gotten out of the habit. I was walking a fair amount earlier in the year. You know, going into summer, and then I sort of stopped, like, I don't know, around beginning of fall or whatever. But I gotta get back into it because it's just yeah. At this point, it's kind of necessary just for good health. So, and when you're younger, then it's kind of optional. But I spend so much time indoors now, and not exercising that I have to get out and do something.
Long white beard and his crooked staff, he tramps along with folks all left with a twinkle in his eye as he passes them by. The old man of the mountain. Long white beard and his crooked staff, he tramps along with folks all left with a twinkle in his eye as he passes them by. The old man of the mountain. Long white beard and his crooked staff, he tramps along with folks all left with a twinkle in his eye as he passes them by.
Fresh Crosby says, I had designed a couple of walking games when I tried Go and didn't care for it. Part of it was the same problem as Jiminy. Wrong age for it. Yeah. Upro says, my phone has a pedometer built in. The recommendation is 10,000 steps a day, but it's a challenge for me to get 1,000 days since I work at home. Yeah, I mean, I always hear about the 10,000 steps a day, and that, to me, that's crazy. I mean, I walk 5 kilometers sometimes, and that's nowhere close to 10,000 steps. I mean, you have to walk like 10 kilometers a day to get 10,000 steps. I think when I do 5 kilometers, that's maybe half that. It's crazy. I'm just like, I don't know. They ask too much of me. They ask too much. So I do not walk 10,000 kilometers, 10,000 steps a day. To me, that is a lot. Greenwich Crosby says, I was walking over 10 kilometers for a while, but thought it was miles. When I found out it was kilometers, I was angry. It's still a lot. And that's a lot. One Punch says 10 kilometers a day. Yeah, and he lost all of his hair. See? Is it worth it? I don't know. Greenwich Crosby says, yeah, it was 2 walks a day, about an hour each. That's 2 hours a day you're walking. It's crazy. I don't know. I don't know. Usually my walks last. I walk around the street behind me once. It's about a mile. And that will take me between 11 and 15 minutes, just depending on my speed, how I feel that day. So, but spending 2 hours walking every day, it's like, I don't want to say I don't want to say it's a waste of time. It's not a waste of time, but to me, it would be. I would feel like I was wasting 2 hours of my day to do something I hated. Why? If it was for work, at least they'd be getting paid. I guess you're getting paid in terms of health, but it's just ugh. It's like eating liver, That's what I sort of feel about. That's how I feel about walking. It's the liver of the exercise family. Damien H says, my father works for H&B, Dick, Disney. Oh, cool. Oh, neat. All the cool animation companies. Phil Roman and many others. His name could be seen on the Flintstones, Scooby-Doo, Jetsons, and the original Tron. Yet I, his son, can't draw stick figures. That's okay. Don't worry about it. My father was an electrical engineer for IBM for 40 years, close to 40 years. And yeah, I can't do any of that stuff either. I can draw, which is good, but when it comes to actually mechanical stuff, I'm barely competent. Unfortunately, his engineering skill did not pass on to me, much as I wanted to. I wanted to major in engineering when I went to college, but after 2 years, I saw my grades and I was like, it's not going to work out for me. So I changed to art. And my dad would find old cars and he would fix them up, rebuild them. I mean, he was very skilled. And me, I can barely fill my car with gas and start it without getting confused. Rash Crosby says, I understand. I'm trying to find a balance of the minimum amount I need to do. I'm getting old, so it's not like I want to spend all my time in the gym. Yeah, I exercise a little. Most of my exercise I do inside, just because of being in Florida, it's so hot. So I do exercises that you can do inside. Whether it's most of it's isometric stuff like pull-ups and push-ups. Um, so and I have like a one of those, what are they called? Um, with, those bell bars with the connecting both is it Bowflex? Yeah, Bowflex. Like the Bowflex barbells that you can change the clicking ones. They can change the weight on them. Select Tech, I think they're called. I have a set of those. Um, so I'm able to exercise, um, but yeah, I mean, it's like I don't do like I'm not spending hours a day, 6 days a week exercising. It's just, for me anyway, it's just not worth all the time to me anyway. I mean, I exercise mainly just to maintain my health, so I don't end up decrepit by the age of 60. I want to keep my health as good as good as possible, for as long as possible. So that's my main motivation in exercising. It's not to become Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's just to continue being Jason Robinson as long as I can. Granish says, same problem. I know my heat tolerance is crap these days, and I used to work in the tobacco fields. Ugh, horrible. We get a Pepsi and a Nabs for lunch. Alpha Pro says, I know you told me I have plenty of time, but I at least want to get married before I'm 50. Well, you have plenty of time. You said you're like 30, early 30s. You got time. Don't worry. You got time to make plenty of mistakes before you're 50. Don't worry. No, I'm kidding. So that to work out to be presentable. Yes, that is, when you're not married, working out is, being in good shape is important, just to trick. I mean, and snare. I mean, get a girlfriend, a potential wife. So you have to be attractive, physically. You have to look as good as possible. But once you're married, you don't have to worry about that anymore. Then you have to worry about working out just to stay alive, just to keep gravity at bay. Just to be able to get up out of a chair without falling over or hurting yourself. So your reasons for working out change as you get older. When you're younger, it's to find a mate. When you're older, it's to I don't know, just be able to find your way from one room to another without injuring yourself. Let's see. Grant Crosby says, I worked out and had a nice build when I was young, but I always attracted married women. Single women didn't like me. Interesting. Interesting. I've never had that problem. Married and single women were both repulsed by me. So I'm teasing. But no, I've never had a married woman be interested in me. That's interesting. It might be because I don't know. I never had it happen, but it might just be because they knew that you were safe in a sense that they were married, so they didn't have to worry. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you were just so dang attractive they couldn't help themselves. That could be it too. Again, I never had that problem. Ah. Grant Crosby says, I like to think that I'm so irresistibly attractive that married women just can't help themselves. Yeah, that would be a nice problem to have. On a list of problems that you could have, that is probably in the top 10. Being so dang attractive that married women just cannot help themselves throwing themselves at your feet. What I have to worry about is their husbands. And that would probably be a problem you would not want to have. It was awful. It was awful, actually. Some were outright aggressive. Wow. You gotta watch out for them cougars. Those cougars they got claws. Once they get them in you, hard to get away. Eat you alive. Gobble you up. I could think of a lot of other metaphors, but I shall refrain.
Long white beard and his crooked staff, he tramps along with folks all left with a twinkle in his eye as he passes them by. The old man of the mountain. Long white beard and his crooked staff, he tramps along with folks all left with a twinkle in his eye as he passes them by. The old man of the mountain. Long white beard and his crooked staff, he tramps along with folks all left with a twinkle in his eye.
This took a weird turn. Sorry about that. Don't worry about it. It's fine. That is fine. Okay, it's 1:44. I'm trying to get a little more done, and then I will have to sign off for now. And then I'll try to do another live stream, possibly. What day? Possibly on Tuesday, before Thanksgiving. So again, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, give the live stream a thumbs up, and make sure to hit the notification bell for future videos. so that when I do come back, you guys can come back and hang out with me again and keep me company. So I'm not here all alone drawing, wondering if anybody is gonna ever watch my channel again. I'm not leaving yet, Alpha Proto. Alpha Proto says it's been nice catching up with you, Jiminy. Good. Good talking to you as well. Good talking to you as well. You came for the drawings to stay for you. Oh, well, thank you. Although I am probably the least interesting part of this live stream. Hmm. Oh, ouch! Granite Scribes said your art is great. If you have a problem, it's speed. I know. You have to. You don't have to. You don't have to emphasize it. What's the term? You don't have to. You don't have to stick it in. You don't have to. You don't have to. See, I'm lost for words. I'm so distraught over someone pointing out how slow I am. I am at a loss for words. But no, it's true. That is easily my biggest problem. Because when I, usually, for the most part, when I'm drawing, I can't really talk. Because it's the way my brain works, I can really only focus on one thing at a time. And if I try to talk too much when I draw, I start messing up. Start messing up the art. So and also I get nervous when I draw in front of people, so that makes me go extra slow and be extra cautious so I don't mess up. So, but you know, I get, I don't know. I keep hoping that'll improve over time. We'll see one day. By the time I'm 100, I should be a little faster. Time will tell. Crash Coffee says that's right. Eat it. Gabriel Stockton Watercolor says hello from San Diego. Hello. You are 3 hours in the past. You're a time traveler. How you doing? It is. What time is it there? It's almost 11. 10 to 11 over in San Diego. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Nice to meet you. So do you do art as well, Gabriel? Do you do watercolors? Or is that name misleading? Huh. Right. Rub it in. That's it. Rub it in. Oh my gosh, my brain. It is late. When do you normally go live? Oh no, that is the question. Um, it varies. I have no set standard for when I go live. I go live whenever I build up the nerve to. I'm trying to do it more often, so I try to do it at least once a week. Um, but I don't always. Um, I usually do it in the afternoons during the weekdays. Um, Generally, my schedule is extremely general and is nowhere written in stone because I do not follow this all the time or half the time. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays in the afternoon. Roughly, very roughly. Um, so if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that hopefully YouTube will notify you when I go on. But it is really random. I don't, it's just when I have the time and when this thing sound bad. I'm kind of an introvert, so it takes me a while to build the nerve to actually go on to do a live stream and draw. So, sometimes I chicken out. But no, subscribe, please. I would love for you and anyone else to come and hang out, keep me company. I draw, and the more I do it, the more comfortable I'll get. So, like I said before, hopefully by the time I'm 100, I'll get used to it. But still working on it. Gabriel says, yes, last year the door opened to the comic pop art circles. What does that mean? I'm not sure I understand. Last year. What happened last year? Spanish Crosby says, and nah, at least it's a problem that can be fixed. Not everyone can read Mike and churn 10 pages out. Oh yeah, Mike Miller is he is a freaking workhorse. He is a machine. I mean, I would love to be as productive as Mike and as fast as Mike, but yeah, that's a goal one day. But that takes years of continual work and under pressure. You're able to build those muscles. I mean, he worked for DC and Wildstorm, so he is very fast. Having to churn out, how many pages do you have to churn out every month for a comic book? 24 pages. I mean, you have to work fast. And now he does three of these illustrations and in full color every night sometimes for on his Whatnot channel. The guy is super fast. I had some teaching income, doors closed, and a sketch door on my brain. Sorry, let me try that again. I had some teaching income, doors closed. Oh, I had some teaching income, doors closed, and the sketch car door open. Specifically, UD and car collector commissions. Okay. UD, what is UD? And I'm gonna have to check out your channel. I want to see your work now. I'm interested. I always love looking at other artists, so I can see what they do and then glean to see if I can't crib some of their skill for my own. No, I do. I love looking at other artists. I especially love watching them work. I always find it very interesting. Oh, cool. My channel is all about traditional watercolor. Very cool. No, I would love to see it. I always found painting to be hard. At least for me. I just I tend not to like mess. That's why I like ink, pen and ink. Even though I like pen and ink, it's not nearly as messy to my mind as painting and pencils. So, but I guess all of them can be messy if you're under the right circumstances. But I use pens instead of like the nibs and the dipping because again that cuts down on the mess. So I'm kind of persnickety a little, a tad. But no, I definitely will check out your channel. Everybody, go check out Gabriel Stockton Watercolors, and go subscribe to his channel. Yeah, I love seeing different artists' work. Very cool. Channel's been going on for the last 6 years. That's great. Very cool. Gary's picked up speed. Oh, you're talking. Oh, Brandish Crosby saying this. Gary's picked up speed too. Big difference from a few years back when he remastered Pac-Man's Land for the omnibus. Oh, okay, cool. Very good. Alpha Proto says, in this fake world, I am considering drawing into the real world again. Tangible art has more value than images on a screen. Oh, okay. You're talking about doing physical art as opposed to digital. Okay, gotcha. Any wrenches? For what? Why, is there trouble? What's going on? Is Alpha Proto starting a fight? What's going on? We need a wrench in here? What's going on? What's happening? Let's see. All right, let's see. Gabriel says, I love drawing quite a bit. Do you have a particular ink? Do you like a particular ink over one than the other? Well, the one that I use, I mean, these actually come with ink in them and I can't really swap them out. But the one ink that I do use, like I have a brush pen here and my other brush pen, where'd it go? Where'd it go? It's hiding. It's scared. I think I scared it the last time I used it. It's still in shock. This one here, this is a Pentel brush pen. The ink I use in those is this carbon ink. Oh, it's a little dusty. Carbon ink, black, platinum, and you can get this on right there, Amazon. Costs about $15. Lasts forever, and you can use it to fill up pretty much any pen. Or brush pen, and it doesn't clog it up. I mean, it's a great ink. Like these brush pens, I filled these up a year ago, and I haven't used them that much for various reasons. But when I use them again, it immediately flows. It does not clog it up at all, no matter how much time's passed. It's a great ink. So I would highly recommend that. This platinum carbon ink. Again, you can find it on Amazon. It is archival, yes. Alpha Proto. It's archival ink. Gabriel says, this is my first time to your lot. Oh, well, again, welcome. I'm definitely hitting that subscribe. Thank you very much. Thanks for the shout out. Do you do this for income or a hobby? Well, I do illustration as a job, as my income. And it is also my hobby. So it's both. So, and I usually, try to sell whatever I'm drawing. So this will be up for sale, along with everything else that you may see drawing on my channel. So, yeah, it's for work. There's nothing I hate more than pulling out old drawings only to find the ink is yellow. Yeah, I've been fortunate, I guess, because I've never used like Sharpies to draw or anything. I mean, most of my most of my drawings over the past several years has just been with sort of good inks, good art supply. So very few of my things have gone bad. I guess I'm sure if I looked at some of the stuff I did back in high school, it'll gone bad. Amy's back! Yay! Yes, I'm still working on it, Amy. I'm still very slow. Amy comes back. She's like, he's still not done. No, I'm still not done. I know. Gabriel says your line work is really tight on top of Catwoman's head. You only get that with repetition, right? Um, yes, and also I kind of cheated. I did that off stream. I did this first before I even started streaming because I was scared that if I did it while I was streaming, I would screw it up. So I didn't. I made sure that I at least got that right before I started live streaming and working on the rest. So yes, you get it with repetition, but also it's you have to have the confidence to sort of do it. And I really only had that confidence to do it like with no one watching me. So I cheated a little. It was a slight cheat. Who are your favorite artists, live and dead, that does pen and ink? Uh, that does pen and ink. Ah, I'll say Dave Stevens, um, Bernie Wrightson, Lou Fine. They're all dead. Um, um, Alec Raymond. I mean, you kind of get a sense of the type of style I like just based on those names. You know, Al Foster, I guess. Living, Mark Schultz. I mean, they're all very much in that sort of, sort of classic illustrator, Andrew Loomis kind of school of figure drawing. Adam Hughes. Yeah, I love Alan Davis. He's probably my favorite comic book artist overall, just because he's also a great writer. So, yeah, so those guys. Amy says, "What? I'm distracting you." No comment. Grant Crosby says, "The Dead Artist Society." Go ahead, stand on a desk at there. Yes. Dead Artist Society. Now there are some great dead artists out there. So it's a shame. But no, there's just so many great artists in general. It's just I never get bored with that stuff. If you guys ever have a chance, you should go to the Cartoon Museum in up in Ohio. It's actually at the University of Ohio. No, sorry, Ohio State University. The brain dead. At Ohio State University, there is I think it's called the Billy Ireland Cartoon Museum. I believe it's called that. And it was started by what's his name? The guy who created Steve Canyon. What was his name? Milton Caniff. Milton Caniff. And what's so cool about it is that this museum it's like part of it is it's part museum, but another part they have a library there, and you can check out the original art from classic comic strips. They have like a computer and it's just like a library computer where you can look for whatever art is in their archive, and they will bring it out on a cart. The original artboard, from say Prince Valiant, 1936, they'll bring it out to you with a pair of white gloves for you to put on, so you can just like get up close and look at this artwork. It was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. And I spent all day there. I was like this. I'm not leaving. My wife and her family were there, and I was just like, just leave me. Come back at 5 when they close. I spent the whole day there, and they went about their business. Gabriel Stockton says, "What's your first published illustration work?" Oh, it's probably from a magazine. What was it? Florida Sports Fan, I think. I probably still have it. Do I still have it? Oh, now you're gonna make me look for it. Hold on. Do I still have it? Here's one of them. When is this from? It's a long time ago. It's 1995. Let's take a look, shall we? Let's go back in time. Let's go back in time 30 years to when Jason was like 5 years old. Let's see. Hopefully there's nothing questionable in this magazine. Oh, it's a camera on my head. I don't even know if I drew anything in this issue. Nope. Oh, here's something. There's something I drew. You see that? It's for University of Florida, or at least a story about University of Florida, and it got run over by someone, Albert the alligator. And I did this in marker because that's the only thing I had. I don't even think I had a computer back then, so all my drawings were done on. I think I was doing all my drawings on comic book boards with marker, and then they took them and scanned them in. Here's something I did in airbrush for some reason, and marker, airbrush and marker. Zoning in on peak performance, and then the tennis player. This guy thinking about a tennis player. Interesting. Yeah, so that's the sort of stuff I was doing back when here's another one done in marker. Little caricature. So yes, this is the first sort of published stuff that I did when I graduated from college. back in the good old days for YouTube and Twitter and Facebook. So, but yeah, it was fun stuff. And then my first comic book job was I did a comic book for Todd McFarlane for one of his Spawn toys. It was like a insert. And that was around the same time I did that stuff for Florida Sports Fan. Now where did I put my pen? Oh, there it is. Okay. Thought I lost it. I need this so I don't destroy everything. Where's my... No, that's not it. Where's my brush pen? Oh, here's one of them. Oh, well, it's good enough. What's your website? My website is Illustration by Design, with a hyphen between each word. You can find a link in the description below, as well as links to all of my social media. So please follow me, everybody. Go to my social media in the description for this live stream, and you will find links to all my social media links, and follow me and subscribe or whatnot. And I do take commissions, so if you guys want me to draw anything, feel free to DM me via social media and just ask, and I will be happy to do some art for you. What time is it? All right, I will keep drawing until 2:30, because if I don't set a specific time, I will keep drawing. And again, I have to get up in the morning. But I want to thank everybody for being so kind and keeping me company tonight. It's always more fun to draw when people actually watch my live streams and talk to me and keep me company and help entertain me while I'm while I'm scribbling away. Amy says, glad to be here. Well, I'm glad you're here too, Amy. Gabriel says, I figured I should speak up, and since you were saying you don't know if anybody was watching, now look at the algorithm bring all those people. Oh, good. I hope they do. Hope the algorithm does. I haven't been watching the number of people who are here, but I'm hoping that it didn't reach 10 and I missed them, because I'm supposed to give away free art once it reaches 10 people. 11 what? 11 people here? Are there? Only, it says there's only 7. Were there 11 people here earlier? It did a while ago? Ah, shoot. Ah, shoot. I'm sorry. She's going off the big number. Well, yeah, that's fine. Is it fair to give away art if there's only 7 people here? I'm glad to be here supporting you. Thanks, Amy. Yeah, yeah, I'm sorry. Well, if if that happens again, please just let me know in the chat, because again, I'm not paying super close attention. So yeah, okay. Well, hopefully next time I stream, I will be paying more attention, and when it gets to 11 or 10, I'll see it. Yeah. Yes, flag me down. Flag me down. Yes, please, definitely. Yell in the chat. Jason, there are 50 people in the chat, and they're all here waiting for you to notice them, and you are ignoring them because you're too focused on not screwing up. What is going on outside? Turn down that rock and roll music, you kids! One of my goals in life is to get old enough to have a porch, an old hound dog, and an old rifle, so I can sit on my porch on my rocking chair and yell at kids as they do kid stuff. One day. Giver says, no worries. Well, thank you. Okay, let me... Okay, good. Okay. Should I try this? Should I try this brush? I'll try this brush. Granish says, sounds like me, you need a union suit for that level for an extra level of authenticity. Yeah, that'd be good. Some nice overalls. And I need a wheat stalk to put between my teeth to gnaw on. Yeah. Amy says, you have to have the porch though? You don't want to be sitting in your yard in a lawn chair with a hound dog? No, I want a porch. I want a porch with an overhang so the sun isn't too harsh on me. And I want a rocking chair. So I can just rock back and forth slowly, till some young whippersnapper decides to get too close to my lawn, or is playing ball or playing music too loud, and then I can just my dog can just like sort of bark at him. Not the dog won't get up. It'll be too lazy to get up. It'll just go from the porch. I'll just sit there next to him rocking back and forth, say, you kids, get off my lawn, don't make me call the police or your parents, all that good stuff. That'd be a good way to spend my my later years. It's sort of like an activity. It's sort of like exercise, yelling at kids. It's like, oh, there's old man Robinson. You better stay away from his house. That's right. You better stay away from my house. With your Twitter and your Pokemon. Hmm. Gabriel says, I see why the algorithm linked us up now. You rock, and a nice big beard also. Can you see my beard? Oh no. Yes, I started growing my winter beard. I usually have it between November for no shave November, and I shave it off in April Fool's Day. I shave it off. Because it gives my face a rest from shaving. It's just too much. I find shaving very hard on my face, so I let it grow out. About 4 or 5 months of the year, give my face time to recover, and then I go baby face for late spring, summer, and fall. Another thing I like about this ink is that it dries very quickly. It's like when I lay it down, I don't have to wait minutes before I can just like sort of put this protective paper on top of it. I don't even think about it. It's just, by the time the paper it's already dry. So it's very, very convenient for me. I hate having to wait for things like materials to dry. I think that's another reason why I've never been a big fan of painting. I know every medium's different, but when I first started painting, it was in middle school. We used oil paints, and oh my gosh, it was good in the sense that it takes a long time to dry, so you had time to manipulate it. But I remember I did one painting in art class, and I left it in my art class over the summer. I came back the next year, it was still wet. I was like, what the? it kind of blew my mind. It was crazy. Obviously, I guess I used too much oil in it. It was just, but this ink is, to me, it's great. Quick drying ink. Nine people are here. Again, if it reaches 10 people, holler out in the chat, and then I will give away a free piece of art to one of you good people. Only one person away. And if you're one of those 10 or more people, stick around so that you can comment in the chat. And then, because when I give away the free art, the people who win are the ones who can comment in the chat. I like the Shazam you got rocking on your website. What's Shazam? Shazam. Did I draw Shazam? I must have, but I can't remember what it was. Shazam. Now I want to go on my website and look. I'm glad you liked it. Only I can remember what I drew. Let's see. Put this down for a second. And where is this pen? I think so. We are stuck at 9 people watching. If only there was one more person who would show up so I could give away some free art. Amy's like, Amy's wondering if she should wake up her sister to make her the 10th person. Amy's wondering if she has any cousins who she could wake up right now in the middle of the night to make them the 10th person. I'm trying to think who else I know who's up. Well, Matt Carson. Matt Carson is also on the West Coast. He should be up. Tell Matt Carson to shut down his live stream and come over to mine to watch. And get Mike Miller to do the same. Get everybody who's usually up right now making money drawing to stop their live streams and to come watch mine. I think that's fair. Fair and reasonable. Just give you a follow over on Instagram. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you very much, Gabriel. If you have an Instagram, put the your @ in the chat so people can follow you. Okay. Okay, I think it's 2:30 right now. I think that is going to be it for tonight. Otherwise, I'll never get to bed. So, but I want to thank everybody for spending time with me tonight, for watching me work on this drawing of Catwoman. Again, I will probably be back on Tuesday. I'm guessing in the afternoon to finish this. So if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button, give the live stream a thumbs up if you would, and make sure to hit the notification bell for notifications of future videos. And yeah, I just want to thank everybody for watching. Alpha Proto, Amy, Melissa, Gabriel, thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. And I say Granish Crosby and P Money and everybody else. Thank you very much for your time, your patience, and just for, again, hanging out with me. Okay? You guys take care. Have a great night. Have a great Sunday. Hope it's very restful for you all. And I'll see you guys later. All right? Take care. Stay out of trouble. Bye. Everything's falling. Tramps along with the folks all left with the wrinkle in his eye as he passes them by. The old man of the mountain.